Mataji, we we were discussing about the seven holy dhams and especially Madura. We are discussing and we covered until the para. Mataji, we need to
Yes,
start.
please. Yeah, since you remember well, you may please go ahead, start.
Many Puranas confirm that Madura frees from karmic misfortune those who come to her. The Varaha Purana 165.57-58 states, Mataji,
Anyatra yat kritam papam tirtam asatya nashyate. Tirteto yat kritam papam vajralepo bhavishyati. Madhurayam kritam papam madhurayam vinashyati. Esha puri mahapunya yatra papam natishtati.
the reaction from a sin committed elsewhere can be dissolved when one visits a holy place of pilgrimage, whereas a sin committed at such a holy tirtha creates an irremovable diamond hard shell to cover the sinner. But the reaction from a sin committed in Madura can be done away with in Madura itself. Madura is therefore the most auspicious of holy cities where sinful reactions do not persist. The same Purana 176.71-72 also states,
Jnanato jnanato vapi yat papam samuparchitam. Sukrutam dushkrutam vapi madhurayam pranashyati.
whatever sinful reactions one may have occurred in the past, knowingly or unknowingly, are well destroyed in Madura, along with all one's pious and impious karma. According to the Skanda Purana, Vaishnava Kanda 5.17.44,
Pasi adi puryo yadinama shanti tasham tu madhye madhuraiva danya ya janma mauniji vrata mrityu dhahair nrinam chaturdha vidadati moksham.
among the various holy cities like Kashi, Madura is most auspicious because she bestows liberation upon human beings in four ways. In Madura, they may attain liberation by birth, by vows of initiation, by death, or by cremation. And in the words of the Padma Purana,
Anyeshu punyakshetreshu muktir eva mahaphalam muktai prathya harer bhaktir madhurayam he lapyate.
in other holy places, liberation is the greatest reward one can achieve. But in Madura, one can gain what is prayed for by the liberated devotional service to Lord Hari.
Jayati jayati vrindaranyam yetan murarehe priyatamam ati sadhu swanta vaikunta vasa ramyati sa sada gaha palayan yatra gopihi swarita madhura venu vardhayan prema rasim.
All glories to this place where we are living, Lord Murari's Vrindavan's forest. He prefers residing here to residing in Vaikunta or in the hearts of elevated saints. In Vrindavana, while always tending his cows, he gives pleasure to the gopis, whose love for him in the mood of the rasa dance he increases by sweetly playing his flute. Sri Vrajabhumi, the most sacred part of Madura district, is where the Supreme Personality of Godhead displays his exceptionally sweet pastimes. Within Vrajabhumi, three places are very special. The 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam first mentions these three places when Krishna and Balram move from Mahavana to avoid the dangers developing there.
Vrindavanam Govardhanam Yamuna Pulinani cha Vikshya Vikshasid Uttama Priti Rama Madhavayo Nrupa.
So, dear devotees, anyone would like to
Yeah, can
continue reading?
Hare Krishna.
Hare
please continue.
O King Parikshit, when Rama and Krishna saw Vrindavan, Govardhan, and the banks of the river Yamuna, they both enjoyed great pleasure. Bhagavatam 10.11.36. Since these three places are most dear to Krishna, Srila Sanatan Goswami praises them, beginning with Sri Vrindavan, in the hope of getting their mercy. Jayati, all glories, is repeated in this verse to express the super excellence of Vrindavan and the great joy the author feels in glorifying Vrindavan. Again, the proximate pronoun is used, etat, this, to indicate that Srila Sanatan Goswami was living in Vrindavan forest while writing this book. In Vrindavan, the Supreme Lord displays a special beauty and loving mood he shows nowhere else. Therefore, the Lord's most expert devotees are more pleased by his presence in Vrindavan than by his presence in Vaikuntha or in the hearts of yogis. Krishna is eternally perceivable for his perfect devotees in Vrindavan, which is supremely attractive for them because of his unequaled beauty and the endless flow of all attractive pastimes he displays there. No such overwhelming ecstatic experience is found in the heart of a yogi or in the official kingdom of God. Sometimes, should I pause, Mother?
No, it's okay, Prabhu. That was right. Nice, right? Really wonderful. How no such no such endless flow. Is that no such happiness? Krishna is eternally perceivable, which is supremely accurate, and no such overwhelming ecstatic experience is found in the heart of a yogi or in the official kingdom of God. Vrindavana. Yeah. Yes, Prabhu, you please continue. Prabhu.
Okay. Sometimes the personality of Godhead is present in his other abodes without showing himself, but never so in Vrindavan. As mentioned in regard to text 4, Lord Hari is always present in Mathura. Nityam Saneo Tu Hari. But the word for present, Sani, Sanihita, can also be understood by to mean hidden. In Mathura, the Lord, although present, may be hidden. In contrast, even after Krishna and Balram transferred themselves to Mathura, the ladies of Mathura describe the Lord's wandering throughout Rajabhumi in the present tense, implying that he was still manifest there as he is now and always.
Yeah. Punya Bhattavrajabhuvo Yadayam Ralinga Gudha Purana Purusho Vanachitra Malyaha Gah Palayan Sahabala Kvanayamscha Venum Vikridayanchati Giritrang Ramarachitangrihi.
How pious are the tracts of land in Vraja, for there are primeval personality of Godhead, disguising himself with human traits, wanders about, enacting his many pastimes. His feet are worshipped by Lord Shiva and the goddess Rama. Adorned with wonderfully variegated forest garlands, he vibrates his flute as he tends the cows in the company of Balram.
Yeah.
Bhagavatam 10.44.30.
It is so good, Prabhu. As you're reading, since you're reading, it's all about the Lord Krishna. How beautifully this katha, when we are hearing about the Lord, how beautifully, how wonderfully it enters into our ears. The praveshta karnarandrena swanam bhava saroruham dhunoti shamalam Krishna shalilasya yada sharat. That's the those are the words of Praveshta Karnarandrena Swanam Bhava Saror. I think those are the words of Parikshit Maharaj. But that's what I feel. Prabhu, as you're reading, a Krishna Katha, Pravishta Karna Randrena. As you're reading, I'm just hearing, first I kind of settle down. And as you're reading that non-stop, when it is going on, then it was really entering into the ears. Praveshta Karnarandrena. Swanam Bhava Saroruham Dhunoti Shamalan Krishna. Then from the ears, like, wow, so this is about Krishna. And then as the thought gets stabilized there, Swanam Bhava Saroruham Dhunoti Shamalan Krishna. That is so beautifully described. Swanam Bhava Saroruham. So what we hear about Krishna enters into the ears and goes and sits in the heart. When it enters the heart, then Dhunoti Shamalam Krishna. Shalilasya Yadasharat. We have heard recently in Bhagavad Pravaha how the rains in the autumn season, how they are more of clarifying rains. Like the rains are not so big and floody as in monsoon rains. So the autumn rains are like, light showers. And the effect of those light showers are when those raindrops, when that rain light showers, they fall on the water bodies that were already muddy. This light rain showers cause settling down effect where the dirt in those pools of water, which was actually muddy water, all the dirt goes down, settles down, and then just leaves the water clear in the surface. That is Dhunoti Shamalam Krishna, Swanam Bhava Saroruham. How beautifully that was described. We think that is just somewhere a shloka, somewhere in Bhagavatam, some Mahajana spoke, and then that's it. After that, we don't give much thought about it. But that's what happens to us, though, when we hear about Krishna. As you're just continuously gone reading, Prabhu, I'm like, please continue, let this let this reading continue. So wonderful. So wonderful. Yes, please go ahead, Prabhu, and you may please go ahead and continue.
I'll stop at the end of this paragraph. As described by Srila Sanatana Goswami in the current verse, Krishna is always busy tending his cows in the Vrindavan forest. At the same time, he manages to keep the gopis, headed by Sri Radhika, immersed in complete happiness by always finding opportunities to engage with them in the rasa dance and other loving pastimes. When he plays his flute, whose charming sound attracts the entire universe, his outward purpose is to call the cows, but simultaneously he awakens the gopis' anticipation of their later enjoyment with him. Certainly, his main purpose in playing his flute is to increase the gopis' ecstasy, since expanding the enjoyment of loving exchanges with devotees in this and other relationships is the ultimate reason for his appearance on earth. Herding cows and flirting with young girls are but means to this end. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you. And somebody else can continue, please. When we are hearing Krishna Katha, dear devotees, it depends upon with how we are hearing. The time that is spent here, am I seeing this as an opportunity given by Krishna to hear about him so the dirt can settle down, my dirt in my consciousness can settle down? All this Krishna Katha that I'm hearing, am I seeing this as an opportunity for that purpose? Or then it will have the effect accordingly on us if we are hearing like that. But if we are just hearing casually, then also it is going to have effect. because Krishna Katha is like that. It will have its own effect, even if we are hearing casually. Somehow or other, if we are even just hearing formally, we are hearing because we have to hear, then also it will have its own effect. And that's the potency of Krishna Katha. But when we are looking forward to hear, and when we value this time, that when hearing the Krishna Katha, then whatever we are hearing when the reading goes on will have its clearing effect on us. Yeah. Yes, please. Somebody else can continue it.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Please go ahead.
जयति तरनिपुत्री धर्मराजश्वासया कलयति मधुराया सख्यमत्येति गङ्गाम् मुरहरदयिता तत्पादपद्मप्रसूताम् वचत् वहति च मकरन्दं नीरपूरचलेन. All glories to Sri Yamuna, the daughter of the sun god and sister of Yamaraja. She is beloved of Krishna, the killer of Mura. She has made friends with Mathura district and has exceeded the greatness of Ganga Devi. On the pretext of being a river, she carries the nectar following from Lord Sri Krishna's lotus feet. Yamuna, the holiest of rivers, is the ornament of Sri Vrindavan Dhama. As the daughter of Vivaswan, the sun god, she has inherited the power to illuminate the world. And as the sister of Yamaraja, the king of death, she is also the dispenser of perfect justice. Tracing an attractive winding path through Mathura district, she befriends that holy land on several sides. She is the greatest of all holy bathing sites, exceeding in sanctity the Ganga, as Lord Varaha describes in the Varaha Purana 152, 30 to 31. Ganga Shataguna Prokta Mature Mama Mandale Yamuna Vishruta Devi Natra Karya Vicharana Tasya Shataguna Prokta Yatra Keshi Nipatita केश्याः शतगुणा प्रोक्ता यत्र विश्रोमितो हरिः. 100 times more sacred than the Ganga, O goddess earth, is the Yamuna in my own abode Mathura. No one need doubt this. No one need doubt this.
No one
More
needs to
sacred.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two is missing there, Mataji.
Yeah. More sacred than Mathura by 100 times is the place on the Yamuna where the Keshi demon fell, and 100 times more sacred than that Keshi Tirtha is the spot nearby where Krishna rested after the demon was killed. Why is the river Yamuna so exceptional? Because she is especially dear to Sri Krishna. She assists in his pastimes in Gokula, in Mathura, and even Dwaraka. She originates from the lotus feet of Krishna, and so on the pretext of carrying her current of water, she distributes the honey of intimate Krishna devotion, honey that has a rare sweet taste. Anyone who somehow or the other takes shelter of her is at once blessed with relief from material distress and nourished with spiritual satisfaction. Govardhano jeti shailakuladhirajo yogopikabhir udito haridasavaryaha krishnena shakya makhabanga कृतार्चितो यः सप्ताहम् अस्य करपद्मतलेऽपि अवात्सित्. All glories to Govardhana, the emperor of lordly mountains. The Lord's dear gopis called him the best servant of Hari, Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna disrupted the sacrifice for worship of Indra to worship Govardhana instead. And then the hill resided for a week on the Lord's lotus palm.
So the description is going on in regards to Vrindavan, in regards to Govardhan and Yamuna. Yes.
Although Sri Govardhana currently appears as a long, low hill, he is actually the greatest of mountains, surpassing in glory the Himalayas, Sumeru, and all other mighty ranges and peaks. Exceeding the power of any mere mountain, he serves Krishna in Krishna's personal abode in several intimate ways. He pleases Krishna so much that the gopis of Vraja have singled him out for praise. Antaya madvirabala haridasa varyo yadrama krishna charana sparasha pramodaha manam tanoti sahago ganayostayorya paniyasuyavasa kandarakandamulai. Of all the devotees, this Govardhana hill is the best. O friends, for Krishna and Balrama, along with their cows and cowherd friends, this hill supplies all necessities. Caves, fruits, flowers, vegetables, water for drinking, and very soft grass. In this way, the hill offers respects to the Lord. Being touched by the lotus feet of Krishna and Balrama, Govardhana hill appears very jubilant. Bhagavatam
Yes.
10:21-18.
Yes. Thank you,
Thank
Mataji.
you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. I think we can pause there. So we can start from, though the residence of Nandavraja. So from there we can start next time. Yes, Prabhu. Thank you. So, dear